Hey, what's going on, family? Anyways, it's me just coming to you guys tonight with a little behind a look video so far. So, I took the half dose of Prozac 3 hours ago, and I don't even know what to think about this right now. Anxiety kicked in. I would imagine anxiety has part to play on this. So I'm kind of over the scary part right now. So my heart rate, not very happy with where it's at right now, but it's acceptable. Um, but about an hour afterwards, I started feeling really strange, and I was not pleased with my blood pressure. It was damn high. I mean, like, I've had high numbers before when dealing with anxiety, but it was not very good. So I checked in an hour later, and yeah, didn't help. So, anyways, I just checked it a little while ago, and it's still high, but it's like pre-hypertension, I think they call it, level. So earlier it was definitely above that. So I figured I'd just go ahead and make these cool little quick videos that I'm gonna put together and post to YouTube. So what I'm gonna go ahead and do now is read my Bible, and I'm going to take my Ambien to help me try to relax, turn on my air conditioning, portable unit to try to stay as comfortable as I can, and I'm going to try not to think about the blood pressure or heart rate, and I will check it when I'm at work tomorrow and kind of gauge it from there. I didn't think I was going to pursue it because I thought that, oh my god, this is going bad because, I don't do very well with SSRIs. But thankfully, though, it's come down. So we're going to see how this works. And I did think, because I was talking to you guys earlier in a video about having heat in my chest area, which has been freaking me out. I kind of was thinking about it last time, and I remember my cardiologist, amazing guy, kind of figured it wasn't really anything at all, so I took an acid reducer, and I actually think that's helped, so kind of interesting. But anyways, I figured I'd just make this quick video, and I'll piece things together later and get this, but I just want to be real with you guys, and just be upfront with everybody. So I'm not going to, I guess there's somebody out there just like me that's going through this, that deals with anxiety and panic attacks, and maybe things got better and then they got worse. So I'm kind of making this video, and I hope that someone out there will, know they're not alone at least, and maybe my journey can help them just know that, and that there's always hope, and that, just gotta hold on to hope, and just know you're not alone. So this is just me. If you have any questions, let me know. Like I said, I started taking Prozac again, and I don't do very well with SSRIs. If this doesn't work, then I have a different, something different I can talk to with my doctor on a beta blocker that kind of helps with anxiety. But I'm just giving this a try. So anyways, it's me, Thomas J. Schimmel, coming to you guys tonight, real, live, uncut, and way too late, and I should have been in bed. So take care, and God bless. And go away. Seriously. Everybody here needs to go to sleep. I need to go to sleep. So hopefully everyone can go to sleep. Take care, and good night. Hey, what's going on, family? Anyways, quick update. This is now day 2 that I am on Prozac, and I am really, really tired. The day has definitely been definitely better than yesterday. A lot less anxiety. Blood pressure throughout the day has been surprisingly pretty good. So I just wanted to make a quick video. I'm still going on it. Last night in the beginning I thought, man, this isn't gonna work. But I'm going into day 2. It's 12:30 Sunday morning. And if you guys know me, I'm usually up till 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. I am exhausted. I am tired. And I don't even know if I'm going to be able to get in the right amount of time I need to spend with my God in prayer, because I did not expect to be this tired. So, just wanted to do this, and I'll post together a few different movie clips and stuff like that, and update. Sorry about the background noise and stuff. I'm tired, and I wanted to make this. So I'll catch up with you guys later. Take care. Good night. God bless, and thank you so much for all your support. Hey, what's going on, family? Anyways, I'm going on day 3 with the medicine change, and I figured I'd make a quick video. It's 3 o'clock in the morning. I really don't know what to think of that, because yesterday I was just asleep by midnight. So today, kind of a better day, better morning. Towards the afternoon, middle evening, I started having anxiety going on again, which is entertaining, and it made me kind of feel like it was back in the day when I was living in a very uncomfortable situation. So not exactly the best memory, but it also could be because last Sunday I had a horrible panic attack where my heart rate was 170 plus, and I felt like I was going to die. It was just dreadful. So it could just be that, too, just remembering that. So earlier this morning, some of you guys know, I have another car. It's sitting at a dealership that's kind of been abandoned. Sorry, I'm changing hands right now. I walked over there, or I drove over there in the morning to check it out, and the car is still sitting there, which is awesome. I'm thinking that I might attempt to drive it again, which I know I said I was never going to drive that car again, but I'd like to get it off their property right now. And then I'm going to try to keep this really short tonight. I really don't want to make a video, but I figured I started on day 1, might as well finish this up, at least for the first week. So when I got off of work, I didn't want to walk. Didn't want to stay inside, so what I decided to do logically, if I didn't feel like walking, because my body's just feeling very strange right now, better than what it was 3 days ago, so that's a good thing. So I decided to go ahead and grab my bike, which isn't easy because I have to grab that, bring it downstairs. I took a video when I was riding my bike. I think I rode 30 minutes at least. Probably more like 35 minutes maybe. And I rode over 3 miles, which was a good thing. Rode around the condo buildings by me, run around Spring Creek a couple times, came back, and I was pretty much out of it, and just, yeah, I had to call it quits, which was fine. Sorry, I changed my hand again. I don't have this thing on my tripod tonight. Then, came home, definitely felt off, and was kind of nervous that I would be asleep by midnight, where I felt kind of like yesterday, but here it's after 3 o'clock in the morning and I'm still up. I did use my engineered action cam on my bike to take a video, at least going around Spring Creek once, which is cool. Took that from my mom. And I just feel very blessed tonight. My blood pressure and heart rate, that's kind of been random. I've seen some higher pulse numbers right now, but I think that's kind of with the nature of going on an SSRI. Sometimes it'll make you more anxious and have a little more anxiety. Thankfully, that doesn't seem to be the case for me. Anxious, yes. Maybe a little anxiety, but I'm definitely doing better than I was, um, a couple days ago. So I took my third dose. Of course, I'm half dosing from what the recommended dose is to get my body used to it because of my prior experience with SSRIs. And I also will have to say I found it very entertaining now that people at Spring Creek, and I'm pointing right now, even though you guys can't see where I'm pointing to, but it's literally across the street from where I live at. It's funny now, I say hi to people, and people are actually calling me now by name. So it's kind of flattering that people have gotten used to seeing me. They are following some of my photos on what took place there, and it's just kind of not used to it, people actually using my name. So that's pretty cool. And then I had a older man over there, entertaining as can possibly come, asked me where my Juliet was. And he said that she's probably not riding around on her bike. And I was like, okay. And that was entertaining because he's a cool older guy. We say hi, we say what's going on, and normally that's about it. So I just found it interesting, the whole Romeo Juliet type of thing. So thought I'd add that on that. So tonight I'm doing okay. I definitely was a little freaked out after my bike ride because I felt really, really off afterwards. So I kind of took my blood pressure a couple times, which, yeah, I'm glad I took it. At least I see somewhere where I'm at on it, and thankfully, because this SSRI has an issue with the beta blocker that I'm on, and I'm running too late with this video, but so far I, haven't run into any dangerous problems with that. So that's kind of okay. I have moments where I'm not extremely pleased with it, but at least I wasn't checking it tonight, which is a good thing. So anyways, I think what I'm going to do is kind of probably upload these things to YouTube because they have a little more luxury with the video file size. I'm not really sure. At some point Facebook is going to get angry with me, especially if I put this all together in one video. So if you guys have any questions for me, feel free to send me a message and let me know. I'm going to be keeping this video series real and uncut. And, I guess just what I want to say is that mental health is extremely important. And if you're suffering with it, it's always a good idea to, say something and talk about it. Because I've been suffering with anxiety for a really, really long time, and I didn't see it building up. I kind of was getting really good at ignoring it. And over a year ago, it hit me really bad. Actually, 3 years ago, it hit me really bad. And then it seems like once a year it normally comes around. So I'm working on it. And, just because you have anxiety, OCD, depression, whatever it is, just remember, it doesn't define you. You are the one who defines you. And honestly, there's nothing wrong with it. We all go through things in our life. And I'm grateful that I have my family. I'm grateful that I have God. And, I'm grateful that I was smart enough to realize that things have just become overwhelming, and I'm doing better. Or at least I feel better tonight. So I'm going to cut this off, but thank you guys so much. And remember, you're blessed because God loved you first, and I love you guys too. And if you have any questions for me, feel free to send me a message, and I will make sure to get back to you guys. Take care, and God bless. Hey, what's going on, family? Anyways, it's me. It's like 2 o'clock in the morning. I didn't make a blog yesterday, and I'm just going to make this one really quick tonight. I don't really know, maybe day 4 or 5 on the Prozac. So I'm going to touch over yesterday. Some of you guys don't know, I don't like one of my cars. Had a bad experience, so I left that at a dealership that's abandoned, and we don't know what's going on there. They got a bunch of garbage over there now, so I was getting nervous that they would tow my car. So the other day I wound up with my mom's help, going there and driving the car, which was definitely not easy on me. The heart rate kind of going, and just, I don't know what to say on that. But started up, ran great, so that was a good thing. And I had some issues the last few days with maybe some side effects of being on the drug. Um, these symptoms I've had before, just never at the same time, so kind of a little annoying. Um, Left arm, kind of pain, pinched nerve, numb, kind of. Had that before, so don't even think it. Don't even think it. I'm good. And then I also had with my left ankle where it felt cold. Um, so needless to say, that brings us up to today. So this technically would be yesterday because it's 2 o'clock in the morning. Had some anxiety because I had to go back and see my dentist because, I had a wisdom tooth pulled out. A little bit of discomfort still coming from that side, and I have the tooth in front, so I don't know what molar that is. It's in front of the wisdom tooth. That's kind of beat up. So I thought I'd go in and get a drill and filled because that's what they thought last week when I went in there. And yeah, needless to say, I'm not using that dentist anymore. First experience was alright. Second one was really good. But yeah, they went in there and kind of started telling me a few different stories about it. That yeah, we can drill it and fill it, but it's close to a nerve, so we don't know if we're going to hit the nerve. And if we do hit the nerve, we're going to have to put in a temporary filling. You're going to be in a lot of pain. You're going to have to pay like $2,000 to get a root canal and crown put on. And I'm like, and also on top of that too, this is now the second time where I went in there to have everything done, drill and filled, because I don't have dental insurance. It's supposed to be between 120 and 140. Oh no. I saw them not even 5 days ago. And when I got in there today, they're like, oh no, it's going to be between 190 and 250. And I'm like, okay. That's real great. I come in, had some work done before. I'm good for it. They know I'm going to pay it out. And all of a sudden the price keeps going up. And then this crazy stuff that they were telling me about it before. When the surgeon there removed my wisdom tooth on the 18th of last month, he looked at the x-ray and he's like, no. He's like, it's good. Just got a cavity on the side of it. Drill, fill, good to go. So what I'm going to do is I'm going back to Midwest Dental University. I called them today and left them a message. They're probably going to call me in the morning. And as you guys know, I have my phone on vibrate. So I'll call them tomorrow and schedule to go in for their interview to try to become a patient there again, because at least there it's affordable. Yeah, I didn't have a great experience there in the past, but a lot of my friends have had great success going there. So I'm going to work on doing that. So tonight, anyways, I'm kind of a little out of it still. Today was the first day in like 2 days that I actually had to use Xanax. And it was only, so pretty much half of a pill. I took a quarter in the morning because being anxious about the dentist. And then I took one right before I headed over there. But other than that, though, the anxiety doesn't seem too bad. It wasn't the greatest experience, but I did get out to Spring Creek today. Got in a 40-minute hike and over a mile and a half, which is good. Wasn't the easiest, but thankfully, though, I did substantially better than when I was out there last time. And I want to go to Meacham Grove. That way I can hang out with some amazing friends. But I'm going to have to just kind of keep that on the side because I'm still recovering from whatever this unknown cold is. And my body's kind of adjusting to the being on Prozac, which is kind of entertaining in its own right. I'm not sure what I'm going to do. I'm going to try to continue to keep coming to you guys with videos, but I think it's kind of a little ridiculous. It's kind of hard for me to do this every day. So I think what I'm going to do is, unless something goofy happens, probably like every other day or every 3 days, I'll kind of do a update on this. So I just want to thank you guys for all your love and support and prayers. As always, I'm grateful that God is with me. God has a better plan for me, just like his plan. Because me and my mom prayed before I went to the dentist. Gotta pray. Sorry, they might be doctors, they might be professionals, but they can use a little bit of God and his leadership too. So, needless to say, I kind of feel like, I prayed that they would have the wisdom and knowledge to know what to do. And thankfully, God gave me also the wisdom and knowledge to know that I'm not getting ripped off and being a sucker and paying $2,000. When it very well could just be a drill and fill situation. So I'd rather, God just directing me to go back to the dental school, and thankfully my line of credit that I have, the dental school actually uses. So who'd figure? Maybe I should have gone there in the first place and avoided a second trip. Well, I guess this is the third trip. I had one tooth taken care of on March and then last month. So then I went back in today, so I don't even know how many trips that is. But anyways, guys, so I don't mean to go on a rant and anything. I just want to keep this real uncut to you guys. And I just truly, humbly want to thank you guys for all your prayers and support. I know I missed a couple birthdays, and, I wish I can go back and do something on that. But I'll get back to you guys with a message. It's going to be late, and I apologize. But like I said, put my faith and my trust in God, and he'll take care of me the rest of the way. So take care, good night, and God bless. And any questions you guys have, feel free to just let me know. Leave a comment. Feel free to send me a message. And if you guys like this, I'll kind of come to you guys, talking to you guys about life like this too. I guess it's upfront, intimate, and personal. But take care, and God bless. Hey, what's going on, family? It's me, Thomas, coming to you guys tonight. I wanted to change things up slightly, so I kind of redid my room slightly. That way I could try to come to you guys and kind of bring a little bit more of a cooler video, I guess. Probably didn't work, but anyways, at least I'm trying. So anyways, this is day 6 on, I don't even know what to call it, fluoxetine Prozac. I haven't taken my dose yet, only because I wanted to get a bunch of videos uploaded to YouTube. And today was not an easy day. So I'm going to try to keep these videos shorter, especially when it comes to something like this. I have more important things that I want to address, but this is also really important too. So when I woke up in the morning, I thought to myself, man, this isn't a bad day. I want to go out, take it easy, go on a walk. Over at Spring Creek. Never actually happened. And the reason behind that, I think, is because of what happened the other day. So I started getting bad anxiety. Like, I started kind of feeling it in my chest a little bit today. And on my way home from work, I had a few errands that I had to take care of. And yeah, it wasn't very good. So needless to say, anxiety kind of was a little bit on the higher side. So I didn't get a chance to actually go on a walk, which I was really looking forward to doing. But it kind of brings me up to what I think actually brought on the anxiety. So I'm a little bit upset with myself about it, because I've been fantastic for over a year. No real medicine, no nothing, doing really good. And it just kind of hit me like a freight train. And today I think the reason that I had anxiety was because of an experience that I had with a dentist, 2 dentists actually, the other day. I had anxiety when I went there, and when I was there, it kind of seemed to me like now they're trying to take advantage of me. I went in there to get another tooth taken care of, which should simply be a drill and fill. And, as I was sitting in there, they numbed me up, which was entertaining because I had nothing done. But they informed me that if they did this, that the cavity was close to a nerve and all sorts of stuff where, I need to spend $2,000 to get a root canal. And, if they did the work, that, if it did hit a nerve, they can put in a temporary filling, but there still could be excruciating pain. And I'm like, well, this is very different from what I expected. And it's a shame because they were a really good dentist office until that experience, and that kind of stuck in my mind today. Because I've had slight discomfort and pain coming from that area, and I just think that, the dentist really kind of instilled a little bit of fear factor about, needing to get a root canal done, or, possibly having a tooth removed. And no offense, I'm keeping that tooth. That's it. It's still in good shape. I'm keeping it. It's staying in my mouth. It's going to be happy. But I didn't like the fact that when I left there, I felt like I had no choice, that I had a looming, horrible problem going on. And with me, because I think some of my anxiety is health related, or at least it's definitely a trigger, so it wasn't a very good experience. And I think today that's kind of what triggered the anxiety. I'm still getting over, to be honest with you, the panic attack that I had, not this Sunday, but last Sunday, with going to get my one car back and driving a car that I just can't drive. So I'm just working on processing and going through everything. And I also did find out, unfortunately, that one of the side effects with dealing with SSRIs, Prozac or fluoxetine, whatever the generic is called, is that in the beginning it can actually cause anxiety to go up. So I really don't like that. So far it hasn't been bad, but it definitely is frustrating. And I think my body's adjusting, because today on my last night when I recorded a video, I know that I held the camera the wrong way when I was doing it, because my left hand went numb. And for the most part today, that was a problem. It's better tonight. It's still like the outside of the hand is annoying me. But I've had these things before. They thought it could be a pinched nerve, and to be honest with you, the doctors really haven't figured out everything. But thankfully, my left leg for the last 3 days, I have my calendar that, over here that I'm pointing to, that you really can't see. I kind of writing down when I started all these things, and the last few days, my left ankle has felt cold. Nothing to be concerned with. I mean, it definitely bothers me. I've experienced that before. It's just inconvenient that I'm having all these things go on right now at the same time. Right now, my chest is a little bit annoying me, but I still wanted to at least come to you guys tonight and make this video. So I'm hopeful that today that I'm going to get back out and hike. I want to get back to Meacham Grove because I really want to see a couple of my friends there. But I realized I might have to take things a little bit easier and just overcome a few things that I experienced and just kind of get used to hiking again, and just focusing on the beauty that God created and just enjoying it. So if that means just hiking around Spring Creek or back by the condos by me, then that's cool. I want to get back out there and I want to enjoy it. I did go on a hike the other day, which was great. It wasn't easy, but it was fantastic. And I think I talked about that in my last video. So once again, I'm looking at my camera right now, and I realize I've gone further than I wanted to. But I wanted to make this video just to kind of touch up because, being on an SSRI, it's a journey. It's not the easiest thing to make that decision to go ahead and do that. And the worst part about it is I don't actually know if I don't know whether I really want to actually be taking it, because like I said before, I've gone a year where it was fantastic. And just unfortunately, when I had one of my wisdom tooth pulled out, I freaked out in the past, so I had to start using my Xanax again, and it kind of felt like I was depending on that more, and then there was a lot of anxiety going on with the car, with jury duty, and different things, so it all seemed to hit me at once. So I'm left here thinking to myself, I'm like, okay, I've overcome the anxiety factor in the past. It hasn't been the easiest, and I still had moments over that last year where some days were harder, but I made it through it just fine. So, and the beginning of this year has been great. So I'm not really sure what I'm going to do with it. I felt at the time point when I talked with my doctor about it that I wanted to find something to help me manage the long-term solution and, at those moments of needing to use a benzo product. And I'm not really sure what I'm going to do long-term wise with this, but I know I get a lot more peace when I spend time talking with God, which of course I want to be able to do more even with YouTube about that. So yeah, right now my arm is just annoying me. So I'm going to go ahead and cut this off tonight. But once again, I just wanted to come to you guys and just talk to you guys tonight because I want to do kind of these updates. I'm going to start spacing them out now. So I'll probably come back in another day or two with a video because I'm going to be increasing my dose of fluoxetine Prozac and just kind of see how it goes. So far my blood pressure numbers are entertaining. They're not bad. Pulse rate's a little bit higher than what I'd like them to be, but sometimes they're really, really outstanding for me. My blood pressure at times, I'm actually surprised it's higher, which normally is a bad thing. But for me, with being on my beta blocker, sometimes during the daytime I run, I don't know what the opposite of high blood pressure is, but I'm kind of at that, underneath the normal level. And the last few days during the daytime, blood pressure seems to be leveling out, so I'm not really sure what to think about that. And I'll keep you guys posted on that because it's always an issue with SSRIs and taking any medicine like this. So fortunately, I'm going to have to keep a little bit closer eye on it. Tonight I'm taking half the dose, so just have to kind of keep an eye on it and make sure that things don't go too low. But anyways, thank you guys so much for just putting up with me, checking out my videos. I hope that this background works a little bit better for you guys, so let me know if you like it. But anyways, I hope everyone has a wonderful night. I've got to let you guys go. I gotta fortunately take my dose of medicine, and then I've got to read a devotional by Ken Copeland and kind of try to unwind a little bit for the night, and then hopefully head to sleep. So you guys have a wonderful night. Take care and God bless. Now go to sleep. Seriously, stop watching a video. It's time for all of us to go to sleep. So take care, good night, and God bless.